In case the world made you forget, it is not normal to go on vacation when you're in credit card debt.
And now, sir, I hear you, but are you sure? Because every year we have the same debate on social media and people are going to say, hey, it's the summertime. This is the one time of the year that I can go out, use my PTO, go somewhere that I really want to go. I've been working hard all year. I deserve a vacation. What about work-life balance? I should be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor, right? And I understand the perspective of everybody that feels that way. But sometimes your bank account situation doesn't match the vacation situation that you wish to have.
It's just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that.
How do you travel when you're so young? I just don't understand. How do you save? I haven't looked at my credit in 6 months. Getting the emails. I'm getting the notifications that my credit is changing, but have I looked at it? No. Last time when I quit my job and traveled for 8 weeks, it took me 6 months to pay off that trip. And guess what? It was worth it.
6 weeks to pay off. 2 months? Almost. And what do you mean you just don't look at it? Like, y'all are stressing me out already. What's her name? Kelly. Kelly, are you okay? She just posted this a month ago. Kelly. And people in the comments talking about so bad financial decisions. And Kelly, they laughing at you, Kelly. They laughing and I'm more worried about, is he okay, Kelly?
Kelly, are you okay? Would you tell us that you're okay?
Because what do you mean you didn't look at it? Is that what people do on vacation? I gotta do some investigating. Just run it up on a credit card. Just YOLO. In 2026? I think not. Oh my, it's worse than I thought. Somebody here is saying I spent $3,000 going to Arizona last year and still ain't paid it off. Last year? It's probably not $3,000 anymore. It's probably a lot more with interest attached to it, accruing every month on a credit card, and you didn't pay it, no payments? Someone here is saying, I get that now and I work. People don't understand the concept of save and travel. But then this person says, I also just got a settlement, paid off bills, and booked 2 trips. I tell people, unless they are paying my bills, they have no business knowing how I pay for my travels. But then Kelly replied, that's what I'm saying. Like, my finances are not your business. At least I'm happy. But Kelly, you made it our business because you posted this saying that you didn't look at your stuff. And now I'm just concerned. How many others are there that are like you out there? Because the summertime is approaching. The summertime is here. May, June, July, people about to be outside. And I just want all of y'all to consider that you have to come back from vacation. Vacation is just, a little break away from your normal everyday life activities. And I don't want to see any of y'all make any financial decisions that would severely impact you upon your return. Kelly, you got me stressed. I got to get you up off my screen.
I usually track all of my purchases so I know when to rein in my spending. And I just got back from vacation and I spent money like I am in a much higher tax bracket. I'm scared to look at how much I actually spent, so I know I'm not gonna like the number. Part of me is thinking maybe I should just skip this month and start tracking next month.
Y'all are 2 for 2 right now. So what I'm gathering so far is there is a group of people who may go on vacation and catch amnesia, blacking out, and just swiping the credit card. Y'all, y'all are playing a very dangerous game. If you are doing this or this is your idea, I would encourage any and all of you not to do that this year with a credit card. With a credit card. This isn't your money. You have to pay it back, y'all. You're going to be clocking future you into work. If you do too much, then you're going to be paying with interest. So you're going to have to work extra at your job that you already probably don't want to be at to pay the interest because you might have did too much. A credit card is not a solution for you not budgeting and you not having the money. The credit card is not the solution. A proper budget is. Why? Because budgets provide you with limitations. You know that there is a standard, boundaries, if you will, that you must stay within to be in good standing, to be okay financially. And if you go past that, you got to start to worry. But if you really, really, really go past that, you're in the danger zone. Danger! Yeah, that's going to be you, especially if the credit card is how you're fully going on the vacation. You get what I mean? Like, you didn't have no money. It's just like everything put on the credit card and then you're gonna think about it later. I already have enough. We have enough going on, y'all. I need y'all to tap in, to lock in, buckle down, and just please this year, don't make it worse than it already might have been if you didn't go on vacation. 'Cause I'm starting to get scared. And I understand people wanna go unwind. You know, you wanna unplug from this matrix, relieve some stress. Let's maybe think about some things we can do within our means. Maybe don't fly somewhere that's going to be $2,000-$3,000 for you to get there and back. You're going to end up paying thousands of dollars for hotel stays, food, etc., excursions. Maybe just go somewhere a little bit more cost effective that you can afford right now, so you can still have that balance, you know, still get that recharge of your energy, relieve some stress. But there has to be limits, y'all. There has to be, or you just find yourself sometimes doing too much. And the too much is going to vary from person to person because everybody's financial situation is very different. $3,000 for one person might not be too much. For you, it could be crippling. Worry about yourself. And she said, my bank account is not very happy with me right now. Pound travel, pound finance, pound credit card debt. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for the next one.
In exactly 1 month from now, I will officially be outside of the country. But AKA, if you guys didn't know, I'm 35K in debt from student loans. And I decided to book a trip to Thailand to hopefully try and become a content creator out here and like pursue my dreams. So yeah, flight's already booked, but unfortunately I do not have a suitcase because I've never really traveled outside of the country ever. I've literally never even been outside of my hometown.
Okay, $35,000 in debt, but going to Thailand for vacation. Now, she said trying to enjoy life while also drowning in debt. Again, balance is definitely important. And the student loan debt, I know it's rough for a lot of people. And I know many people don't even really consider student loan debt like a big deal because it's not consumer debt, but unfortunately it is still a black cloud hovering over everything you do until you get rid of it. And for the student loans, a lot of people's wages are getting garnished. So for many people, it is a huge deal. But in her case, she has decided to go to Thailand, which is her right. Thailand is very beautiful too. I went there like 2 years ago. Great time. Also, very affordable compared to the prices here in the US. But it's still gonna cost you some money to get over there. You know, the flight, the stay, depending on how lavish you wanna be, prices may vary. But what's interesting to me is this. I'm in the comments and people are here saying, oh, I hate poor financial decisions. But this is the one that really got me. It says, why are you always buying stuff if you can't afford much? Now, she was talking about going on a vacation while she's $35,000 in debt. What that is implying to me is that there may be more going on than just going on vacation while $35,000 in debt. Because why does this have 66 likes? What does always buying stuff if you can't afford much mean? Oh, she said, I have a shopping addiction, but I'm broke. So the balance is buying then returning? But she said she was broke. So if you're broke, how did you go to Thailand? Now in my head, I was like, okay, maybe she saved, went on the vacation. She has the $35,000 in debt, but she said she's broke. My goodness, y'all.
I literally came to Thailand with only a carry-on suitcase because I knew that the shopping here was going to go crazy. So let's spend the day shopping together.
It's worse than I thought. Okay. Now that we understand she has a shopping addiction and she's on vacation and broke in Thailand, allegedly, this is according to what I pieced together from what I read. She said she was broke. She's in Thailand, in debt, with a shopping addiction. Jesus, take the wheel. Literally, she's in the mall. She said, let's spend the day shopping. Y'all, this is dangerous. This is. I didn't even come here for. I was just trying to get the context.
Avianas. Oh my gosh. Look how cute.
Okay, so you got some shoes.
Oh my gosh. These ones are so.
Lord have mercy. She's looking. What is this, girl?
Let's go check. So slim and light. I've never seen it in person before until now. Just have to show you guys how stunning this mall is.
Girl, where you taking us. And you have to be very careful when it comes to shopping addictions, especially when you are on vacation. And then I'm trying to also be understanding and give grace because she says she has a shopping addiction. Like, it's clear she knows she has a problem, which a lot of people who have problems know that they have a problem. That's part of recovering, is understanding you have a problem. How do I know? I've had problems before too. I used to hoard natural hair products. Don't at me. We all had our things. So I'm not saying this as somebody who's better than. I'm saying this because I understand how when you are already battling something, when you are in an environment and you're already struggling with self-control, and you're in another country on vacation just makes you forget about real life. And you're in the moment. You're like, oh, everything is so fun and everything is so new. That's how they get you, y'all. They get you spending all that money that, according to her, she doesn't seem to have. I'm worried about the aftermath of what this could look like for many of us going on these trips. And mind you, and she posted this right here a few weeks ago. Like, this is April 28th, 2026. She in Thailand having a ball, and I'm glad she's having a ball. It's a beautiful place, don't get me wrong. And she said, out of everything on this trip, shopping was definitely one of my favorites. And she already battling something, and then she don't got no money. And you gotta return back to the States. Or you don't got to, but most of y'all's plan is to come back. Then what? Is she okay now?
I got paid today and somehow I'm already broke.
Oh my gosh. The opening line, I got paid today and I'm already broke, and it's already doing me in. This is gonna send me down a spiral in this video, I see. I don't even know if I'm prepared enough to review these videos today. It got me stressed out because didn't I just say that she was in Thailand and posted that video on like April 28th? That was just a few weeks ago. So now, as of May 14th, that's today. I'm recording this video on May 14th. She posted this 5 days ago. So as soon, pretty much as she got back from Thailand, she is talking about the financial struggle, the aftermath of returning from the vacation while she was already financially struggling allegedly before. And she said, I know I can't be the only one whose paycheck disappears immediately. And a lot of people's paychecks are disappearing very fast, but two things can be true at the same time. And this is why I like to talk about this so much on this channel, and why I always say nuance matters. I don't know what she does for a living. I don't know how much she gets paid, but to say that we just seen some bad financial decisions and then to see this as a follow-up video after said bad financial decisions, like this is a nightmare. And on the screen, what is my screen saying? This saying financial struggles of a broke single girl in her late 20s starting over. And I agree the cost of living is too much, but some of you are making bad financial decisions on top of the already pressure-filled society that we are trying to survive in. You get what I mean? I couldn't have wrote this any better. These are not paid actors. I did not know that this was going to be the next video that I see, because this is the same girl that was in Thailand. And this is what a lot of y'all do. You go on the vacation knowing that you ain't really got it like that, and you come back talking about financial struggles not even 2 weeks later. You can't make this stuff up. And I wish it was a joke. But it's not funny. I used to see people in real life do this. People I know, people in my family. And it's truly a head scratching moment. And the only thing that makes sense is like the human need and want to just go somewhere and unplug, which I understand, but people, we must remember that just because you're having a good time right now and spending money you don't have doesn't mean that you're not going to have to be held accountable for it later. It doesn't mean you're not going to have to deal with the consequences of your actions later. That's money that she could be using right now if she's struggling financially, but the money went towards Thailand. Even worse if it was on debt, because now you're in debt to a credit card company. Hopefully it wasn't Klarna or Afterpay or anything like that. Let me see the video now that you're on my screen. You know, with the financial struggles, I need to Lord have mercy. And yeah, we gonna play this one because this might be how some of y'all finna be looking coming back from vacation.
I got paid today and somehow I'm already broke. Like, I genuinely don't understand how money disappears this fast anymore. I swear when I was younger, payday used to feel exciting, and now the older that I get, it just feels like a countdown. Because the second the money hits my account, it's already going somewhere. Rent, bills, grocery, gas, subscriptions I even forgot to cancel. And suddenly I'm looking at my account like, oh, all my money's gone. And the worst part is I didn't even buy anything fun or for myself to enjoy. Like, I'm not out here living some crazy luxurious life.
Am I being gaslit in real? No, seriously, Sheila. Hey, shout out to my editor, Sheila. Sheila, run it back.
I'm 35K in debt, and I decided to book a trip to Thailand.
And she said, out of everything on this trip, shopping was definitely one of my favorites.
And the worst part is, I didn't even buy anything fun or for myself to enjoy. Like, I'm not out here living some crazy luxurious life.
Wasn't she just in Bali or Thailand? Wasn't she just in Thailand? That's the same girl. She just said she don't do nothing fancy what is y'all's definition of fancy? Maybe I'm not hip to the game. What is y'all's definition of not living above your means? Is going on a vacation that you can't afford not living above your means when you're in debt? Man, we just seen you allegedly buying stuff in Thailand. And didn't you just say, you have things you working on, and I understand that. And I hope you able to get past that. But isn't that what I just heard? And now I'm hearing something else. This is why I be confused when people make these videos and it's almost like everybody gets online at the same time. Like, you know what? We're all going to start to talk about these really big and serious and legit issues a lot of people are facing, which is true. The cost of living is high. But this is what I mean by people be grouping themselves in and then just being like, I don't even do nothing crazy. Like, I don't even, ma'am, you just came back from Thailand. If you talking about people who struggling to keep the lights on, keep their lights on, keep food in their fridge, legit struggling to do that, only getting the needs. Ma'am, that Thailand trip, the shopping and everything, that wasn't a need. And you do fun stuff. We just seen you. Ma'am, I don't want to go on your page and be like, because now I feel like you tried to gaslight me. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I'm gaslit when I'm trying to react to a video, because then I start dang near tweaking on camera. Did I get enough sleep? Because I be on here tired sometime. Lord knows. What?
Literally just trying to survive. Like this grocery haul that I'm doing right now, the total came to $200, and this is literally groceries that are only going to last me for 2 weeks. What the heck? And I know I need to budget better, and I know I need to be smarter financially. And honestly, I'm trying. I'm really trying, but sometimes it feels hard to get ahead when you're already feeling behind.
It's hard to get ahead if you're making bad financial decisions and not speaking on those decisions when you're talking about things like this too, because that also can impact your day-to-day, how much money you have left over. And yes, regardless, stuff is still expensive. No matter what it is, it's expensive for everybody. But you can make it worse for you financially, because most of us only have so much money coming in per month. You know how much money you have coming in. So if you go out balling till you fall, you might fall. And then you're gonna be in the grocery store talking about, I can't afford groceries already high. This is what I mean. Y'all be making it worse. Oh my.
And then social media makes it worse sometimes too, because you go online and it looks like everyone is traveling, buying houses, living their perfect lives. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to financially recover from buying shampoos and groceries in the same week. But
no, she's gaslighting me. She is. I promise you, I never see this video. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I don't think I've got this mad since the girl math. Maybe the girl math. Who else did it to me? I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever been watching a video and feeling actively gaslit. I'm appalled. How dare you? Did she just say she didn't even doing no vacations, girl? We seen you live in 4K, ma'am. That was you. And it's are y'all trolling? Are y'all faking? I know the groceries are really high, so you can't be trolling on that. But ma'am, we can see you. No Cat Williams, we can see you. And girl, I done put out my magnifying glass for you. You done made an exclusive. Cause we just seen you on the last. You know what? No.
I don't know. I think I'm slowly realizing that a lot more people are struggling right now than we think. People just don't really talk about it. And honestly, this year, I really want to change my situation. Even if it's slowly, even if I don't fully have it figured out, at least I want to know that I'm trying, because I don't want to feel this feeling forever. And I know that there's better out there for me.
No. And I just feel like a script at this point. Ma'am, I don't even really do this, y'all. I really don't. If y'all watch my channel, y'all know I don't just go on people's stuff. I need to see something, because ain't no way.
Fly back home with me from Bangkok to Toronto. I'm currently in Seoul right now. I have a
4-hour layover. Like, oh my gosh, somebody please come and save me, because I am at the point where I just want to go home. But Thailand was so fun, but I'm so ready to get into a routine.
So it is you. This is you. You who was just on the camera saying you don't go on vacation. And you ain't doing nothing crazy. You tired, jet lagged at the airport, and I get it. What? And I'm gonna go through a few of these comments because she done got my blood pressure high. And I'm glad we got the context of knowing that she's in Canada. I'm not too familiar with the economic situation in Canada, but it's a lot of people saying over here, the cost of living is too much. So Canada's feeling it too right now. And I've heard it's expensive in Canada. So if you live there, please comment down below and tell me how bad is it. And I need to highlight this comment right here. Social media is just the highlight reel of people's best moments in life. The reason why I wanted to point that out is that is exactly what I think we just seen in this situation in real time. I couldn't have painted the picture any clearer for y'all to get what I be talking about. It is people showing you the highlight reels of their life, i.e., people going on vacation. They're telling you they're broke, they're struggling, whatever. They're gonna go on the vacation, come back, tell you that they don't do any of those things. They don't have fun. And I'm not saying that her life is probably filled with fun all the time. My point is, people are gonna show you what they want to show you at the time and tell you what they want to tell you at the time. You gotta take everything on social media with a grain of salt, because sometimes people aren't giving you the full picture. But as you see in here, when we got the full picture, did this last video make any sense? Knowing what we know, everybody might not have seen that, but that's how the algorithm works. It's going to show you what you want to see at the time. If you want to be seeing videos about people talking about their financial struggles, this is what you're going to see, but you're not going to see that they were just in Thailand on a vacation. And now that you have the full context, it just makes you say, well, you know what? I am a person who cannot do those things because it would make things worse. And then you start to question, are we the same? It would just get your brain jogging. Are you struggling as bad as others? I don't know. Who am I to say? But it does make you wonder. It does. And this is the one. Don't believe everything you see online. Ain't that so interesting that people are saying that under this comment? I'm gonna let it go because it's getting me mad. It really is. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. And everybody in the comments like, yeah, this is real. I feel this. And I understand y'all feel this. But when you get the bigger picture, it just pisses me off. It really just pisses me off. I don't feel none of this. None of this. Because now I'm feeling like, why did you say you ain't go on vacation? Ooh, the lies.
Everyone who travels in their 20s just has credit card debt. Oh, let me check your account real. Oh, a TJ Maxx Marshalls run video, Target haul video, nice. Oh, your daily Starbucks order. Oh, your dog. Oh, your child. Oh, your apartment with a city skyline view.
And yes, girl, tell it. That's what I'm talking about. This is the perfect follow-up video to what we just seen. It's what you're not seeing. It is what you're not seeing. The vacations, the travel content is what you are seeing. It's the stuff that if you knew what was going on behind the scenes, a lot of y'all wouldn't even compare yourselves to other people. You would just be like, oh, I could do that, but it would probably put me in a bad situation. So I'm not going to. You stop probably feeling less than, like you're behind, like other people aren't struggling, like you're doing something wrong, when in all honesty, you might not be. It is hard for a lot of people to get by. And I'm glad that people are being honest about that. Some people, because social media has really done a number on people, especially when it comes to vacations.
Right. Now wait, because those are great things to have. You are investing in the enjoyment of your day-to-day life. But people who are passionate about travel know what they want to prioritize and know that it might require some sacrifice as well. So I don't have debt, but I'll tell you what I do have. As a teenager, I had incredible foresight, and now you in your mid to late 20s have regret and hindsight because you've taken on so much responsibility and it's too late. I have been in my 20s for 5 years, and I've been to 26 countries and 21 states, I think, and that's including the COVID years. The reason I'm making this, and I hate to see posts like this, is because it just pushes a narrative that is untrue and also reduces all of my efforts and planning and preparation since I was 15 years old. Those of us who did travel in our 20s are still very fortunate, yes, but we also did plan for this. I knew when I was a teenager that traveling the world was my literal life goal. travel. Every single decision I have made since being 15, I've said, how will this impact my ability to travel? So like, for example, I am engaged. I've been with my high school sweetheart since 2016. And I asked him as a teenager, are you okay with me traveling? Flash forward to college, I picked a major with security, job security, financial security, flexibility. I'm a therapist. I knew I would make a decent wage. I knew I could do PRN or work in the schools and have summers off or do travel therapy. And then I graduated college a year early. I was in the workforce and I saved and saved and saved. Not get a dog like everybody else. I didn't move the city and go out for drinks every night like everybody else. I wasn't like, oh, but a baby would be so fun right now. I said no to all of it. I saved. I even turned down really good job opportunities because I knew I'd be quitting my current job and that those opportunities would always come back. But this short period of time in my 20s where I have the most limited responsibility I'll ever have, I also have the best health I'll ever have, sleep in hostels, I can hike and walk far distances, I can carry weight. I knew that this period of my life would be prime time. So don't come on here now that we're pushing 30, you're 25 to 30 years old, you've realized you've taken on too much responsibility and it's too late for you to travel the world, and then reduce our efforts and just say, oh, they're in credit card debt because you didn't have the same foresight that I did. If you wanted to, you would. So don't worry about my credit card bills. They're on automatic payment. I don't even know what they are each month. It just comes right out of my account because I don't spend what I don't have. Anyways, I'm thinking Japan next, maybe South Korea. Next year, I'm thinking Vietnam, maybe India, Cambodia, possibly.
And ma'am, I have no notes. Actually, I'm impressed. I am. That was quite the turnaround. And I needed that turnaround because the last video, no notes. Actually, I say that, but I'ma still speak. I like people talking about the preparation. We don't hear enough about it. We don't. A lot of people see whatever it is that you've accomplished. They might all, and this goes back to social media. If you're posting on social media, they're seeing the reels, the highlight reels of your life. But again, they're not seeing the unseen. And that's why, dang, I just connected it again to what we were just talking about earlier. The unseen in her situation is, hey, I don't have credit card debt. I've been planning for this since I was 15. Some people who plan for certain things, they have been able to reap the benefits of their good planning in their later years in life. Honestly, I don't really see many people talk about those aspects as much. And you know what? And everything is about balance. So I'm glad that this layer of the conversation has been added. Some people did plan. They delayed gratification. They didn't make financial decisions that would make things worse to them while they were trying to establish their footing. And because of that, they may have been able to hit the ground running and really do something, really be able to achieve the things that they wanted to achieve. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's also, I'm not going to say anything wrong if you didn't do that, but you just didn't do that. But the people who did are reaping the rewards for seeds that they planted years ago. You get what I mean? Some people, when they go on a trip, they have a budget for the trip. I love that. I love to hear people say, hey, I got a credit card, but it's on auto pay. I got a credit card too. It's on auto pay as well. They're not getting no interest out of me. I never wanted to be the type of customer with a credit card company that they're getting interest out of. And I hope that most people don't want to be that customer, because it's really about looking out for yourself. You know, you might just be doing it for the point. Like in my case, which I wouldn't recommend to everybody because everybody doesn't know how to do that responsibly. But again, that goes back to some people actually have a plan about how they're moving or what they're doing. You know what I mean? And this form of going on a vacation and still utilizing a credit card, in this case, I think responsible. But we all have choices. Some people choose to eat out every day. Well, there's your money for a vacation. Some people choose to use their money on their car expenses, car notes, while others may choose not to have a car note at all and drive an old beat up car. That's your choice. But you are taking away from the resources that that other person then has to do things like take a vacation. And you just may not know what they had to go without in order to make that happen. And maybe we need to have another conversation in more depth about the unseen things when it comes to certain situations that a lot of people just don't like to talk about. Because that's what I'm getting from today, is that we need to talk about it. And look, she said here, again, disclaimer, this is for the people with similar opportunities as me, but allocated their money and prioritized differently. And that's your right. She goes on to say, I've seen so many people recently on people who traveled in their 20s, or even just curious how. Literally planning, prepping, and saving, baby. years worth. And budget travel is a thing. Pound travel in your 20s, pound controversial, pound travel young, pound credit card debt. Look, people in the somebody here said, say it louder for the people in the back. And I love this conversation. She said, thank you. LOL, I was so nervous to post this, but we all make choices and allocate money differently. And that's fine, but it doesn't just magically happen. Somebody underneath is saying, my credit card, TJ Maxx, Viator, how you say that anyway? In miscellaneous airlines, this is the life I choose. Intentionally. You see, in this comment, it's showing you this person is saying, hey, I'm gonna choose TJ Maxx over the food in other miscellaneous airlines. That's their choice. Your choice might be DoorDash. Your thing might be that you are struggling with shopping, and maybe that's where all your money is going. Your thing might be shoes. It could be collecting bags. And she has a great point. Oh my gosh, and I'm scared to read this, but I'm gonna read it. Just because I like to have balance. I'm 38 and have $38,000 in debt, a lot from traveling. I filed bankruptcy. Now I'm debt free. It's really not an issue to be in debt anymore. I 1000% recommend living life while you can and not worrying about debt. It doesn't matter. And this country refuses to give you a raise, a livable wage, affordable housing, or anything to retire for. Live now and enjoy. I will say a lot of people do have that mindset too. Vacation it up, take the trip, file bankruptcy, clean slate, YOLO. Do I agree? Absolutely not. But do I see a lot of people do it? Absolutely. Absolutely. People are going on trips and living this lifestyle of like, I don't care. I'm just putting my head in the sand until stuff gets too rough. I'm going to live my life and file bankruptcy. And that might be the plan for many people, but it does come with its consequences as well. I will say doing that doesn't fix bad financial habits, which is why a lot of people who file bankruptcy end up trying to file again, or they end up in a lot of debt, because at some point, I feel it is in your best interest to gain financial literacy, understand budgeting, have good spending habits, and understanding how those spending habits affect your life long term. You can go on vacation while being responsible. You can have a fulfilling life and do fun things while doing things that are within your limits. The thing is, a lot of people don't find inexpensive things very fun because social media is showing you need to go to Italy. You need to go to Turks and Caicos. You need to go to very expensive places to have this fulfilling life, to have fun. You need to go to Costa Rica. You don't even like the ocean. You need to do all these things because that's what's going to make it fulfilling. And sadly, many people are just fulfilling the credit card companies, the loan companies, the buy now, pay laters, and staying in debt to them long term. And that's not what I want for any of y'all, but I need to know one thing. What do y'all think about people using debt to travel? And what part of this video got y'all the most riled up? Is there any part of this video that you agree or disagree with? If so, comment it down below. I would say if you want to fight about it, you can join the military, but you know, we got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.